Aquarius, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we've got a reading for you for the stellium that's happening in your sign this month. At some point we've got Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, the Sun, the Moon, all in Aquarius. Such a concentration of energy in one sign, it does tend to allow us to focus on one particular area, so it's very important that we don't become too obsessed or overwhelmed by whatever area that is. Aquarius, you know, you are ruled by Uranus. It's the great awakener, so it can really force us to look at new and different ways of seeing things, essentially, but that can lead to expanding our minds and our consciousness, so not all bad. Mercury is retrograding, so do be careful with any sort of long-term plans. Make sure you travel check all details. If you're travelling, have a plan B, C and D. If you can avoid signing things, you know, definitely avoid it. If you can't avoid it, travel check all the details. So we'll see what area that you're looking at. We're going to do my version of a Celtic cross. We'll clarify and get a message out there. It's not going to resonate for every single Aquarian, so do check out your other placements, your Moon, Rising, Venus, any stellium you have yourselves. Thank you for likes, shares, subscribes, comments, everything continues the growth. It's much appreciated. And if you want to delve into your own situation, check out the description box for details of private readings. Okay, so Aquarius, 3 more. Eight of Swords, okay. Mentally trapped, possibly. There's a need for release. For some, struggling to look into the mirror. Whether that's unhappiness about yourself, your body, or whether there's an element of guilt somewhere. I'm not too sure. Crossing you. Root of the matter. Recent past. What you want. What's coming in. How you see yourself. Overseer. Advice. Potential outcome. Okay, I literally think this stellium is going to be having you look in very, very different areas. You're going to have a huge change of energies, which is going to make you look at things very, very differently. It's all because of Saturn. So, the 8 of Swords. Right, what I'm actually hearing here is like a decalcification of your pineal gland. Crossing you as the High Priestess. So I think there's a need to release that third eye. So there could be maybe a change in diet coming up. Especially if there has been overindulgences in the past. Root of the matter is the 2 of Pentacles. I almost get the impression that you've possibly started to tap into your third eye. It's either scared you or you're not too sure what to do about it. Recent past is the Fool. So you've taken a leap of faith in something. You might be focusing on crystals. I'm focusing on the amethyst here. So amethyst is very good for opening third eye crown chakra. So if you are looking to do that, you know, get some amethyst. Yeah, it's almost like a releasing of that third eye. What you want is the 10 of Wands. And again, in this deck, I don't mind the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands in the Rider-Waite. It's all on the shoulders. It's carrying burdens. This one, she's packed her bags. She's shared her burdens. And now she's moving on to new things. What's coming in is the Nine of Wands. So there's going to be a step back, but don't panic. So I kind of feel like this step back is probably the retrograde, this Mercury retrograde. It's just having you re-examine something in your life. I don't see it as a big step back as if you're going backwards. This is kind of just a pause. How you see yourself is the Nine of Cups. So maybe you've had a wish fulfillment. This sort of leap of faith towards something's come in that's made you happy. There could have been overindulgences in the past. You know, the negative of the Nine of Cups for me is overindulgence, and others see you as the Five of Cups. So that could be someone in recovery. However, it's strange. Other people see you as maybe quite sad, but I don't see the sadness myself. In this deck, you know, she is kicking over the cups of the past. So maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe people feel like you're just leaving them behind. You know, that is what you want. You want to pack up and move on. Your advice is the Queen of Cups. Be open to receive the divine messages. It's definitely a need to sort of really open that third eye and that crown chakra. But there's an element of fear behind it as well. You know, do you trust yourself to open it? There's an element of fear associated with this. But the outcome's lovely. We've got the Page of Wands. For me, is a shift of energy. With the World card, it's completing cycles, but it's also Saturn with the Hangman. So I think there's just a pause at the moment in this retrograde. So for me, this is taking you into probably the first couple of weeks of March, where you're probably just going to be reassessing a few things. Working on that third eye, working on trusting your intuition. You know, we don't have to always open that third eye to do it as a career, like, you know, as such. This could be just learning to trust that intuition. Maybe you really trusted it in the recent past with the Fool. You trusted your instincts and you've done something you probably wouldn't normally do, something that you would have juggled in the past. But you've done something now, and now it's just it's almost a moment to reflect before we move further on. Interestingly, I didn't even look at these, I normally do. The Queen of Pentacles with the Hermit and the Eight of Cups. This is where you've gone into looking for yourself with the Temperance card here. You're balancing out, you're alchemising. You took a leap of faith somewhere, going in search for that Ninth Cup, which is how you're currently seeing yourself. So that's good. Let's get some clarifiers. There's definitely this stellium, Saturn. You're either going to complete some sort of karmic lesson, or maybe Saturn's showing you something here, and you're going to see something from a completely different, you know, view. Like I say, you are the planet, you know, Uranus, and incidentally as well, you know, astrologers do argue to a certain extent that Saturn actually rules Aquarius as well as Capricorn. You know, so Saturn is exalted in your sign. So I kind of feel like Saturn's just really shifting your energy here and making you look at things in a different perspective. Maybe the lessons that you've gone through and learned has made you look at things quite differently. You're maybe seeing why you had to learn these lessons. You know, at the time it can be quite distraught and, you know, going through major changes, major losses to a certain degree, but now I kind of feel like there's a shift of energy here where you're starting to see the reasons why. Two more. Beautiful. Wheel of Fortune, fantastic. The Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Fool. Yeah, I kind of feel like the wheel is spinning in your favour now because you took the time out to pause before taking action, and because it makes sense now. I don't think you've taken action yet from the clarifier. You paused. So the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Cups. So again, you know, the Queen of Cups is very intuitive. I just feel like maybe it's trapped at the moment. We just need to release and open up that third eye. Crossing you is the High Priestess in the World. So again, Saturn's lessons. It's as if whatever you've been through, and it's going to be different for everybody, but whatever you've been through in your life, these things needed to happen before your third eye triggered. So like you can see things now before it happens, because Saturn will just repeat lessons until you learn from them. So I kind of feel like you've had to go through certain things, and now it's a case of bang, third eye opens, because you can see what's coming. You can see for example, the root of the matter is a Two of Pentacles with a King of Swords. The King of Swords is negative, can be quite some controlling, quite cold, manipulative, narcissistic to a certain degree. They will keep sending you a pattern of these exact same people into your life until you see the pattern. I kind of feel like your third eye's opening that now, where you're seeing things ahead of time. You can snuff out the red flags immediately. The recent past is the Fool with a Two of Swords. So there's a want to sort of take a leap of faith, but there is something that's just possibly holding you back. It's also as well, and it's a good thing, so I quite like this, but I hear blind faith when I see that as well. So you've got blind faith within a situation. What you want is a Ten of Wands with a Chariot. For some of you, you literally want to move, you literally want to go travelling, whatever it is. Chariot is a card of movement, your bags are all packed, ready to go. So for some of you, you're wanting maybe a house move, maybe to just move away from conflict, drama, however it's been with you. You know, it's also taking control of your life and moving forward. What's coming in is the Nine of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. Again, I kind of feel like it's a step back to reassess what are we talking about here. Got the Two of Pentacles with this King of Swords. These repetitive natures in life, you're now seeing it, and now you're taking a step back and realising, oh yeah, red flag, that type of energy. Now you see yourself as the Nine of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles. So you're almost there. It's a work in progress, but you're almost at your wish fulfillment. You know, you are on your way. You've gone within. You're reaching a grounded nature. You've gone within to look at what needs to happen, and now you're in pursuit of that Ninth Cup. And at the moment, it's just a work in progress. But that's fine, so we've got to keep working. Our other see you is the Five of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. So you could have turned your back on numerous people here. Maybe turned your back on a job. Maybe turned your back on friends. But people want to build with you, so it's a good thing. Your advice is to listen to your intuition and let abundance in. Queen of Cups with a Ten of Pentacles. You know, you've got the potential to reach the Ten of Pentacle energy where, you know, there's no worries, there's no financial worries, there's stability, there's commitment, there's the home, there's the white picket fence, you know, the works is the Ten of Pentacles. So you've got all the abilities to do that. You've kind of just got to let it in, let the divine speak the messages. And we do that by opening our third eye. And again, there's all sorts you can do, clearing your chakras, there's meditations, yoga, you know, everything, diet, you know, change your diet. A lot more fruit and veg can really stimulate the third eye. And then the outcome is perfect, really. The Page of Wands, the World, and the Hangman, clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. So this shift in thinking, if you have done bad in the past, or you've been deceived yourself, or you've deceived others. This shift of energy is making you see maybe your patterns, maybe your input into things, because nobody's perfect. You know, we've all at some stage in life been selfish, we've all been neglectful. It's all happened to us as well. But when you see these lessons for what they are, it's kind of like the universe will send you back what you put out. And I'll use me as a perfect example here. Married a narcissist. However, when I look back to my girlfriend previous, before I met my future to be ex-wife, I was very selfish to her. So it was as if the universe had spun it around. I mean, there was a large difference in my selfishness to her than what I had to put up with. However, it's seeing those connections, it's seeing those behaviours that make karmic lessons come round. And now that you're aware of that, you're seeing this sort of energy and you're seeing it differently. You're seeing maybe, I mean, it doesn't have to be completely deceitful, you're seeing the patterns basically. And when you see that, you bring everything into balance. And the outcome is the Ace of Pentacles, a brand new start. Brilliant, Aquarius. So, yeah, essentially you're kind of seeing the reason why you've gone through things. And it could be down to your behaviours when you were younger, behaviours, I mean this could go into past lives, so it could do, but I kind of feel like this is more now, based on what you've, you know, done the past. Karma tends to come round in sort of like 19 years, so this could be going back, you know, that sort of length of time, but this has come round full circle. You could be seeing 2112 a lot. I'm just looking at the world and the hangman. 2112. So 2112 at night, possibly. You could be seeing that a lot for some of you. But you're recognising it now. And now that you recognise it and you're bringing things into balance, this is where your new start comes. Okay, Aquarius. Keep learning, because you are. It's fantastic. You're learning like nobody's perfect. You're learning that yes, we've all done wrong. Yes, things come round again, so you're facing your mirror, maybe the mirror from the past, and eventually comes round. So always be mindful of how you deal with people, how you react to people, and be mindful of your words as well. You know, we want to give positivity rather than negativity. But it looks like you're doing the work, which is fantastic, so well done. And your brand new beginning awaits. Alright, Aquarius, let me know if it resonates. You could be dealing with or having your chart Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, strong Capricorn. Me as a reader personally anyway, with the world. Saturn ruling Capricorn. Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius for me as a reader, Jupiter. Virgo with the Hermit. But we've got Pentacles, we've got Wands, we've got Cups, we've got Swords, everybody's here. But those are your standouts. Alright, look after yourselves. Keep doing what you're doing. Like I say, if you really want to open that third eye, look into meditations, yoga, change your diet, you know, really work on it. And the world's your oyster now that you're seeing, and the new beginning comes. Alright, take care, thank you for following the channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye.